Hi, my loves. Happy Sunday. Welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for May 29th to June 5th, 2022. So this week we start off June and we do so on a new moon. So tomorrow we have our new moon in Gemini, and this is the new moon that wraps up eclipse season officially. So all of May we were moving through eclipse season. It was a month of a lot of change and a lot of emotions, but now we can really start to put all of that behind us and let the dust settle a little bit. So a new moon in Gemini really asks us to get curious, to clarify the questions that we want answers to at this point. Gemini rules curiosity and connection to ideas and people outside of us. So a time to brainstorm and write, connect to the divine, and ask yourself, what is it that you want at this point? On the 3rd, Mercury turns direct in Taurus. It's been retrograde since the start of May. So now we can start to really move forward and focus on other things aside from the big stuff and our purpose. Because while Mercury has been retrograde in Taurus, it's been moving alongside the North Node and Uranus. And these are pretty big energies. So now we can start to feel like our focus can be on other things. On the 4th, Saturn turns retrograde in Aquarius until October 23rd. And so whatever it is that we've been working on building and solidifying for ourselves for like the long term since spring 2020, when Saturn first moved into Aquarius, is sort of being revised. Now we get a chance to really think about, am I working on what I really truly want to be working on? Am I building what is aligned with my values? And is my community surrounding me supportive of that? So we have the Magician, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords. So this week asks us to feel what we feel and be who we are, because it is so important that we allow ourselves that. It is so important to be whatever it is we're being, and know that any emotion that we're feeling right now, it's just energy. And the more that we're trying to suppress it or deny it, the more that it drains us of our power, which is so lit this week. This is not a week to underestimate yourself and what you are capable of doing when you put your mind and your heart to it, and know that you taking a moment to feel what it is you feel, whether that's pain, whether that's sadness or frustration or loss, whatever it is, you taking time to feel that and honor that only makes you, only makes you more powerful, right? The Three of Swords is an urgent call for self-care. And today the day before, a new cycle begins. It's the dark moon. So if you're feeling heavy inside of you today, if you're getting in your head right now, Mercury is retrograde. We have a new moon in Gemini. This can be a cerebral energy. If your self-talk needs to be checked right now, then check it. But hold space for whatever is moving through you and move that energy through you. Be a channel for your energy right now. Make sure that what you are feeling gets externalized in some way. Because with the Magician and the King of Wands, this is so much power. If you're underestimating yourself right now, or talking to yourself like you don't have what it takes, or something like that, really be mindful of where those thoughts come from. They don't come from you. They don't come from your heart. At this new moon, we're thinking about connecting with our vision and what it is we truly want, and taking responsibility for our intended outcomes. And we have to trust right now that not only are we enough with all that we might be feeling and the past that we've had with all of that, but we also, have access to the resources that we need right now in order to create intended results. We have enough, and we are enough. So who do you want to be moving forward into summer, in this final few weeks of the light half of the year? The King of Wands is the fullest expression of a vision made manifest. In a lot of ways, the Magician is as well, but we can't really create anything that is in alignment with our true values, if we don't believe in ourselves. So that's a really important key piece this week. The Magician says, do it your way and bring all parts of you to your process. Your way has been informed by the pain that you've moved through. It's been informed by, all the healing work that you've already done and that you're continuing to do. And that can all come to the process of you stepping into your power and being the leader of your life. Such a visionary quality comes in here. Don't let your vision be informed by thoughts that tell you to be smaller than you are, or tell you that you need to do something for a reason that doesn't feel like it's from your heart. Allow your vision to emerge from within you rather than forcing it with your thinking, right? Open your heart. Open your heart to trust in your path, to trust in the universe. And just nurture yourself today. The Emperor, so much power coming through here. Committing to ourselves, committing to our vision, committing to our intentions, committing to being the fullest expression of ourselves, knowing that that can look also like crumbling into a pile of tears sometimes. In fact, it has to sometimes because we're human. And it can look very different than it looked a year ago. It can look very different than it looked 5 years ago. It can look different than it did last week. The Emperor commits to the essence of their power, of what they know they are and what they know that they stand for, right? What is it that you stand for? So today on the brink of this new moon in Gemini, when we're thinking about new ideas and new solutions and ways to do things, always come back to the essence of your truth and don't look outside of you as in a grasping sort of way, right? Really, really being mindful of that, but always keeping that firm footing inside of your truth. What feels like me? What connects to me? What connects with something that I know is true? That I know is true. Let's pull a Season of the Witch Samhain Oracle. Clarification of boundaries. Clarification of boundaries. Taking a stand for ourselves. What thoughts are you not entertaining anymore? And how can you look for ways to build out even more support for the ideas that you want to be guiding lights in your mind? How can you make yourself feel so strong inside of yourself, regardless of what you're feeling? How can you remember that you are so strong and you've already done so much work to become the strong you that you are, Kings? Cauldron. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. A cauldron is essential for a witch, and it is often the center of her home. It has many uses, from cooking to working spells, brewing potions, and making floor washes. The cauldron is the vessel of transformation, turning materials into something useful, healing, and nourishing. The cauldron is a symbol of beginning what many things together, of bringing many things together to create the things that you want. Sometimes things have to be broken down before something new can be created. It can take several attempts before you have the perfect outcome. Do not be afraid to fail, or try your spells a few different times in a few different ways. As you grow in your practice, you'll begin to see what works and what doesn't. You will understand the signs of your bubbling pot and make adjustments when needed. If you're holding the cauldron card, it is because there is not one path to create the outcome that you seek. You may have to try on different approaches to manifest what you desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means that you'll have to develop a few different sources of income, or to find love, you will have to kiss many frogs before finding your prince. A spell may need to be worked over the course of many months or even years. You cannot always expect your workings to happen within the course of a moon cycle. There are often things in your aura that are preventing you from being ready to receive what you seek. Perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before manifesting your bigger goal. Trust your intuition. So, what would be the smartest, wisest, most authentic, and honest intention to select for tomorrow's new moon? What do you need? What do you need right now to add to your cauldron? This bubbling pot full of all the energies that are coming together to create your success. You're creating it, right? Inside of yourself. It's not about finding the path outside of you or finding anything outside of you, but it's about creating it inside of yourself and letting it come out of you. Magical beings, I'm sending you so much love as we move into June 2022 and beyond.